Okay, so good evening, students. Sorry for the delay. There was a technical issue with the computer. One second. Okay, so good afternoon, students. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so once again, good afternoon, students. Okay, so good afternoon to all. Good afternoon, principal sir, all the HODs, faculty members, staffs, and to my colleagues, and my dear students. So I am Professor Tanmay Das, Assistant Professor of Department of Electrical Engineering. Hereby invite you all for this from the Institutions Innovation Council of IIScL. Okay, so for this today's event. So today's event is actually a workshop on the entrepreneurship skill, attitude, and behavior development. Okay, so this is to be spoken by Ms. Joya Mukherjee, madam. She is the social media coordinator of the Institute's Innovation Council cell of Cyber Engineering College. So she is also the assistant professor of our institute of the Department of Basic Science and Humanities, and she is specialized in teaching English communication. She has teaching experience of a few years, and she has also have the teaching experience in the CBSE school prior to our prior to joining our institute. So apart from academics, Ms. Joy Madam is a national level qualified badminton player at a state level and qualified athlete in discus and shot put throwing. So this was a brief intro of Ms. Joy Ma'am. So ma'am, I welcome you today from the IIC cell of Cyber Engineering College. And I'm sure that the students would be very much enlightened from your lecture today. So thank you, ma'am. Over to you.
Thank you, sir. And a very good evening to all of you present here. And especially this is a workshop we are going to organize from IIC cell on entrepreneurship skill, attitude and behavior development. So I hope that you will enjoy the session and you will gain some knowledge and you will be motivated to become an entrepreneur, and why you engineering students can become a good entrepreneur. I can also come to this point with you. Okay, just right now I am going to share my slide. So please, can you able me to share my slide?
Yes, ma'am. I am making you a co-host.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. So, can you able to see my slide? Is it visible to you all?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Okay, if you are having any questions I am asking to you people, you can please reply. If you want to ask some question from me, I will ask to you people. I will come to you with after the session, few minutes. You can have some questions with me, and I don't want a monotonous session with you people. I want this interaction session. Hope so. I will have a great interaction with you. Okay, I'm just starting my session right now. Okay. So what you mean by a first is that what you mean by an entrepreneur? How many of you heard this term? What is an entrepreneur? Any one of you? What is the meaning of an entrepreneur? So an entrepreneurship is the act of being as an entrepreneur. The French word, it is the origin from a French word that is entrepreneur, and the German word is that Unternehmen, both referring to individuals who undertakes an endeavor. Okay, I will come to you people one by one, but before coming to this COVID situation, or you can say the current economic challenges what we are facing, many countries across the globe is facing, and they want to overcome with this economic instability or this economic loss. So more globally, you can say that governments across the world are increasingly recognizing the positive impact that the creation of some new businesses can have on employment levels, as well as we can say the competitive advantages that small firms can bring to the marketplace. Moreover, this entrepreneurship provide benefits in terms of social and economic growth. We all know that this GDP is now very much decreased during this COVID pandemic. Now, moreover, how while an entrepreneurship provides benefits in terms of social and economic growth, how it offers benefit in terms of individual fulfillment. Now, how identifying many small businesses this time have come. People have never thought of this kind of businesses ever in their life, what this COVID had taught to us. Now, identifying how small businesses can be transferred into the growth-oriented frames remains elusive, and despite the magnitude of research on growth frames, many researchers who are working in this economic growth have come to the uncertain regarding why some growth means frames grow and others do not when originating from this means similar circumstances. Now, I want to like to know that how many of you people like this French fries? I hope almost all people like French fries. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So how much a French fries cost? I just want to know the minimum cost of a French fry packet.
It's depend on restaurant, ma'am.
No, minimum 30 rupees. I can say minimum 30 rupees.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not talking about the restaurant. Yeah, 30 rupees. Yeah. And how much a potato cost?
One pack in space.
It's less than 1 rupee. If you buy in kilos, then it will be less than 1 rupee, I think.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So if we see the first level, the primary level is that what? Primary resource here, French fries. What is the primary resource of a French fry?
Potato.
Potato. So when it's coming, if we are buying 1 kilo, suppose we are purchasing 1 kilo, and when we are purchasing in wholesaling rate, then it is more less. The price will be much more less if you are purchasing in quintals or 10 kilos. है ना? Then what happens? The secondary level क्या है? उसको clean करना है. We need some oil. We need gas and some kind of masalas. And we need some kind of masalas to make a French fries and some packet to give to our customers. So how much profit we are getting? A shopkeeper is making 75 to 60 to 75% profit in that French fry
Yes,
when
ma'am.
he is selling.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So the profit level, you can see how much he is investing and how much he is gaining. So it is a great business idea for a shopkeeper. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Previously, have you seen now you are just getting this online business, this achar and papad. But before this online business, selling of this achar and papads, what happens? The women group who are belonging to the poor families, they used to come to house and they are saying that we will prepare this achar and papad for you. They used to charge some money. Is it making the women empowerment or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. We are getting some kind of use in datuns, that neem ka datun and all. We are
Yes,
not
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
now we are now using this what? Toothbrush, toothpaste. है ना, हम लोग टूथब्रश एंड टूथपेस्ट हम लोग यूज कर रहे हैं. पहले क्या होता था, दातुन इज गुड, बट द फॉरेन कल्चर में क्या हो रहा है, नाउ दे आर अडॉप्टिंग. सो द farmers from India, they are selling these things through online and gaining much more profit. It is a
Yes,
great
ma'am.
business idea.
Yes, ma'am.
What things have affected the media? They are giving some money to the media. They're giving some certain amount to this online business like Amazon and Flipkart. To increase their business. There's a chain. So if you say that you cannot, how many of you are thinking that you cannot be an entrepreneur without money? How many of you are thinking that you cannot become? Please raise your hand. I just want to know how many people, you are students, you are present here just thinking that you cannot be an entrepreneur without money. Okay, Sonu Yadav, Shishir Kumar Gupta. Okay, one by one I'm getting hands. Yeah, 2 hands I have got. 4. Okay, now I'm coming to Shishir. Shishir, can you unmute yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
Shishir, basically, why you think that you cannot be an entrepreneur?
Ma'am, for basic starting for entrepreneurship, we need money. That's what
Yeah,
I
very
think.
good. That's why you think. Okay, Shonu, why you are thinking?
Good evening,
Shonu
ma'am.
Yadav, unmute yourself. Good evening, Shonu.
Ma'am, while we are taking startup, ma'am, we want some extra money. Means at least we are starting some small business. We want money. Otherwise, we will can't able to do anything.
Okay. So from the 2 students, what I have got that money is the basic thing that need to be an entrepreneur. Are you agree with me?
No, ma'am. In some condition, we don't require money.
Okay, here one student here is Shishir. Basically, I know him very well. He is very good in English. Shishir, please unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, Shishir, you are very good in English. What I have seen, your writing skill is very good. So
No, ma'am. I
why
don't think so.
no, the assignment you used to submit it is very good. So you can have some kind of skills like a freelance writing, a story writer, a resume builder, this type of things. Many types of jobs are there on internet. You can search. They charge
Ma'am,
nothing.
but again, we need internet, and where
Yeah,
we will get it? That
yeah,
again, money comes.
small investment is needed, but you will gain more when you are doing something. A small investment
Again,
is
ma'am,
needed.
that's what I was saying. That money is needed. It may be small or big, but it is required.
Internet you have to require because now it's term technology. You all are having smartphones with you. You can do all present over here. You can try. You can just write. You can improve your writing skills. There are many types of activities, or you can say jobs is there. In your free time, you can earn that time. Okay, now I'm coming to my slide. Okay, now this rapid technological, environmental, social, and workplace changes require innovative response toward workplace skills and business development. A main challenge for embedding entrepreneurial learning is the development of curricula that provide a student with real life active learning experience to acquire entrepreneurial skills. Now, subsequently, effective implementation of entrepreneurial learning requires providing support to teachers and trainers who act as catalysts. Being a science student, what do you mean by a catalyst? You all are from science engineer. What do you mean by a catalyst?
Catalyst make any reaction faster.
Okay. What it means, what is the outcome of that? Faster होता है. क्या होता है? It causes changes. It doesn't cause any type of changes.
Ma'am, it depend upon catalyst.
Ma'am, it will work and come through from come out from the reaction without any changes.
Yeah. So what catalyst? So to become an entrepreneur, what it depends? Your social, where you have grown up. है ना? Like a catalyst, human things are how depend. It depends on from which background you belongs to. That you are having a thing that you will know that we will go on, or to have some new create ideas that that I will do something new that will be challenging for me. If you're thinking that you are that Tata Birla, then only if you're Ambani, you have a good Ambani background, means you are having a money. you have a good support of money, you have a good support of big peoples, then only you can become an entrepreneur. No, because this has been totally changed this 2022. Now, small businesses are run by the peoples in this time. You all people know you are using this Paytm. Can you say me who's the owner of this Paytm? Who was the founder of this Paytm? Any one of you? Who was the founder of Paytm? Yeah, Vijay Shekhar Sharma. You know, Vijay Shekhar Sharma belongs from an engineer background who have turned to be an entrepreneur in India. He is being graduated from Delhi College of Engineering. And you also be knowing this Zomato. There are two co-founders of Zomato. Anyone knows the name? Anyone knows the name? Who are the co-founders of this Zomato?
Dipinder Goyal. Dipinder Goyal.
Yeah, Dipinder Goyal and Pankaj Chadda. They also belongs to an engineer background. Now, Zomato was initially founded to provide this end-to-end information about these restaurants. That doesn't depend that the 5-star hotels only, that both are small and large hotels. What they have added this delivery services. And you know, this Dipinder Goyal sir was masters in mathematics and computing from IIT Delhi, and Pankaj Chadda have studied engineering at IIT Delhi, both have. So we can see that many engineers are now turning to be an entrepreneur. I'm just giving you the some of few examples of these engineers, that why they are now becoming. I think that this an engineering degree, when you are is having this engineering degree, you will be getting a plenty of job opportunities. But the few characteristics are there that the engineers develop during this 4-year course that give an upper hand in becoming a successful entrepreneur. I've given you some few examples that there two are the engineers, and now they are being known by all. They're Sachin Bansal and Binny Bansal. They are the co-founders of Flipkart. You all are very familiar with this Flipkart. Both Sachin and Binny Bansal have been graduated from Computer and Engineering from the Indian Institute of Technology, Delhi. I have also given this example of this Paytm founder, Mr. Vijay Shekhar Sharma, and Bhavesh Agrawal and Ankit Bhati. You know Bhavesh Agrawal and Ankit Bhati, of which they are the co-founders. Any one of you?
Ola.
Yeah, very good. Ola. They both are having this computer science BTech degree and studied from this IIT Bombay. And Ankit Bhati has hold his degree in mechanical engineering and MTech in CAD from IIT Bombay. So now you can see that how engineers are being turned into a very successful entrepreneur. So there are certain reasons why we are seeing that engineers are of making a great entrepreneurs. The first one is that engineers are great innovators. Someone has used this word innovation. What do you mean by innovation? You're very familiar with this innovative ideas, innovation. So what is this innovation? The term basically, I just want to know innovation from you people. What does it mean? Innovation.
Ma'am, something new.
Yes, something new.
New idea.
New idea, innovative ideas. And in terms when we are using this innovation for this entrepreneur, what does it mean for here? That means that innovation that the individual or that many people's, a group of peoples are doing, that are creating new ideas for something, they're creating new products, what they're having to make things easier to the people, to the society. Okay, so innovation is one of the key skills that drive any business, and engineers possess this ability to create and hence have killer ideas. I will say that killer ideas. See, I have given you some examples people have never thought of, but they have done. You know, that work out logically, something that works logically. So the first one is that innovation is one of the basic reason why engineers make great entrepreneurs. Now, second one is that engineers can effectively tap into opportunities. They always have an eye for opportunities and the ability to tap into them in the most effective way. It is possible. Why? Because they study in an extremely competitive environment. When you are an engineering student, you always have a tendency of competitive. So you study in an extremely competitive environment, which enables you to spot out opportunities and tap into them, and where to make the use of that opportunity you will be succeed. So this is the second reason. Now, third one is that engineers never give up. Means engineers are resilient. They never give up easily. They have a mindset which gives them the power to endure hardships on the way. Third one, they are the excellent planners. You engineers, all 78 students or 77 students present here, you all are the excellent planners. Because why? You are the engineers. So you are the excellent planners. You have a solid experience in working of projects, and you have a very nice planning, which is the one of the most crucial element or factor you can say to success of a project. When you are in the college level, now you people are in college level, you have many projects you plan for, you stick to your plan and how to work on them. You have a great planner. You people are the great and excellent planners. And this ability of this planning is very effectively and readiness with alternate plans. अच्छा, this ये ऐसा नहीं succeed हुआ, okay, we can do it in that way. अच्छा, नहीं, wait, कुछ सोचते हैं. That things make you people more effectively and make you a great planner. Because you have some projects, you do the projects practically. These are the things. You don't go to this traditional, बोलते हैं ना, finally rethinking traditional pedagogical approaches and practices is needed to make teaching and learning, entrepreneurship practical and relevant to real life. You are more realistic. You live life in a more realistic way. Why? Because you are the engineers. Now, using an ecosystem approach supports mainstreaming of entrepreneurial learning in order to make it available to every student at every level of education. This is a point which we teacher focuses during your 4 years courses. We try to make you people, we try to support you people mentally. What problems, what difficulties you are facing in your studies, in doing your projects. If people are new to this line. So we try to support you, every student mindset to come out. Now this UNESCO and UNESCO entrepreneurial learning ecosystem below demonstrates several areas of action, including policy level strategies, curricula, support for pre-service and in-service teachers, non-formal learning, and support for startups. Someone has told that we don't have any money. So how we can be and how we can start any startup. Now, developing entrepreneurial capacity of learner. What is that thing? This is a diagram of entrepreneurial learning ecosystem. Okay, by UNESCO. In 2019, they have issued this chart. So certain things are there: policy and strategy, support for career and startup. See, government has certain policies. There are many policies from government. There is skill development programs and many more things to support you people to start your own startups. And the policies are not too very hard. You can also see, you can check in the Google. You will find many policies, many kind of startups. There are many support from this government. There are various means NGOs are also working. Okay, now learning modes beyond formal curricula. Curricula and pedagogies, training and supporting teachers. There are certain teachers are also there who will support you, who will make your mindset, what planning you are having in your mind. You can just write to them. They will support you. They will just say how you can improve, how you can go. They will make a path for you people. And this governments and partnership are there. There are many partnership programs. There are resources. Now, what resources? On what field you are belonging? On what field you people are? Means you people want to go. So, what kind of resources you need? This all things. Some, I will say, little investment you can see from by your side can make you a great entrepreneur. So today I will say, just after the session, you just people just check in Google that for your students to become or to start up something, what schemes are there from the government side. Now, what qualities should an entrepreneur have? Innovation, knowledge, team, a leadership quality, risk tolerance, assertiveness, then only he can start a business. There is no such any golden rule that when you will start a business, you will always have a profit. You have to face losses. But if you continuous work for improvement, how to develop your business, definitely will gain profit after some point. This I have come with you. Now, what is the mind of an entrepreneur? When you want to become an entrepreneur, what is your mindset? That you have to revisit your vision on daily basis. Everyday thoughts, what you're thinking of, you have to revisit. Read on a daily basis. Think that where to start, what to start, where you can gain your profit. Approach problem from all sides. Use networking to build your business. because everything what today is all up of social media. So you have to use the social media also for your advertisement. If you're starting any local business, then also you need some kind of advertisement. If you want to work online business, then you also have to do the social media advertisement on all those things. You have to make a collaboration with other companies also. Next one, put yourself in challenging situations. You have in your life, you are facing challenges. Some people will say, you have studied engineering, now you want to become a businessman. Some will say, after engineering, you want to become a contractor. Previously, people don't know this word entrepreneur. They used to say they are working under someone, that he is a contractor. Okay. Now, always be in motion, provide value. You have to be self-motivating of yourself on. No one is going to motivate you. You people have to motivate yourself. Failure is the part of the process. This is the ultimate thing, what you have to know, that failure is always a part of the process. Once in your life, at a moment, you cannot succeed. Now, what is the concept of entrepreneurship? Entrepreneurship is the tendency of person to organize the business of his own and run it profitably, using all the qualities of leadership, decision making, and managerial caliber, etc. The entrepreneurship involves not only the process that leads to the setting up of a business entity, but also the expansion and development of an ongoing concern. The study of entrepreneurship concerned with the entrepreneurial behavior, the dynamics of business setup and expansion and development. Now, the term entrepreneur is often used interchangeably with entrepreneurship, but conceptually both things are different. What these things are different? See, who is an entrepreneur and what is entrepreneurship? There is a difference. What is the relationship, or you can say difference? It is a person, it's a process. Entrepreneur is an organization and entrepreneurship is an organization. Entrepreneur is an innovator, entrepreneurship is innovation. Entrepreneur is a risk bearer, entrepreneurship is risk bearing. An entrepreneur is motivator, and entrepreneurship is motivation. An entrepreneur is the creator, and entrepreneurship is creation. An entrepreneur is visualizer, and entrepreneurship is a vision. Now, see what you are understanding by looking at this pic. I need an explanation from your side. What critical analysis you people are making by looking at this picture? Any one of you, raise your hand. I will give you a chance to speak. Just few lines. What you have analyzed by looking at this poster? Any one of you, please raise your hand. By looking at this poster, what you are, is what critical analysis you are. It is clearly overshown. It is clearly shown in the poster. Now, what you can, from your side, I want to know. No one.
Ma'am, attitude reflects our character.
It makes you. Please repeat.
It reflects our character.
It reflects. Yes.
Ma'am, the cat is sitting in such a way that it
Yeah, Soumya.
a lion.
Ma'am, may I?
Yeah, please.
Ma'am, attitude is something if we believe in ourselves, and that shows that from where we are, who we are does not matter. We can make a big difference in our life.
Yeah. So how we can? Very good, Amisha Nikunj, na? Very
Yes,
good,
ma'am.
Amisha. Very nicely you have explained. Very nice, Amisha.
Thank
That
you, ma'am.
attitude, yeah, that attitude is a little thing that makes a big difference. So everything depends on our attitude. It doesn't matter from where we are, where we are. It matters that where we will stand. Very good. The shadow of this cat is how it is showing. The shadow of the cat is cat or something of other animal.
Lion.
Lion. It's of lion. Very good. Amisha, very nicely you have told. Now, in psychology, now we are coming to this attitude. In psychology, an attitude refers to a set of emotions, beliefs, and behaviors towards a particular object, person, thing, or event. Attitudes are often the result of experience of upbringing, and they can have a powerful influence over behavior. While attitudes are enduring, they can also change. As Amisha told very nicely that it doesn't matter from where we are. If we think that we are from a poor family, we cannot reach, we cannot achieve. This shows that we are not confident. We can. If once we think that we can, then we will. And you people all are engineers, then you have this 4 years degree will definitely, this is a very motivating time. You can motivate yourself that yes, I will be. As engineers are always a great team. You people are having, you are a great team players. You know, because most of the time in your student life, you work on projects as a group that molds you to be a team players. And that essence of a team, that the fact that a project requires diverse inputs that can be crucial to its success. So engineers can easily mingle in a team and make sure that the project goes on smoothly. This is why you can be a good entrepreneur. Now, again, I will come to you. For example, you might have mixed feelings about a particular person or issue, but many researchers or psychologists also suggest that there are several different components that make up attitudes. So what are the different components of attitude? See, the components of attitudes are sometimes referred to as CAB or ABC of attitude. Now, what is this CAB and what is this ABC of attitude? See, CAB, BAC. So C is for cognitive component, that your thoughts and beliefs about the subject. Affective component, how the object, person, issue, or event makes you feel. The third is your behavior component, how attitude influences your behavior. Okay, this is the formula ABC and BAC. First, you have understood this slide, the components of attitude. If anyone asks further that what are the components of attitude, that is ABC or BAC, both are correct. Now, your attitude can also be explicit and implicit. Explicit attitude are those that we are consciously aware of and that clearly influence our behaviors and beliefs. Implicit attitudes are unconscious but still have an effect on our beliefs and behaviors. Okay, so what is this explicit and implicit? Explicit and implicit. The term I have used here, explicit and implicit, anyone can say me? What is the meaning of explicit? explicit. Yeah, please.
मैम explicitly means we can do anything. मतलब किसी चीज को कोई काम हम लोग forcefully कराते हैं और implicit में automatic होता है वो.
Okay. Any one of you? Next the name.
Ma'am, I'm not sure, but explicit means from outside,
Yeah. And implicit means from
inside.
yeah. So in here, if we say explicit attitude and implicit attitude, then what it means from your side? The explicit attitude क्या होता है? Attitude है. We all
Ma'am,
people know attitude is attitude. Yeah, please.
attitude which comes from outside is called explicit, and that which comes from inside is called implicit.
Very good. Very good. Okay. So you have understood this components of attitude, that to become an entrepreneur, what things you need, this, what do you mean by an entrepreneur, and what is this explicit and implicit. Now you can see here the poster. What are the other word for attitude? On what factors anyone can judge your attitude? Your posture, your position, your stance, your pose, your bearing, your carriage, the way you are giving your opinion, the outlook, your view, your feeling. Now I want to give you some example. Being in your class, if someone is making some kind of facial expressions when the teacher is teaching, so what kind of attitude of that person you can say by looking at his facial postures?
Ma'am, explicit.
Explicit. Very good. We can see here explicit. And do you know what you mean by instance? S-T-A-N-C, stance. What is the meaning of instance? That means that opinions that someone or somebody is making about something. Because every people will not have same kind of opinion. When there are more or group of peoples, they have their various opinions. So it is, so being an entrepreneur, you cannot have every time a positive opinion from your side. So what things you have to develop in you? Your attitude. You have to develop the attitude. So the other words of attitude already being shown. Now, next one. What are the responsible factors for development of attitude? First one is your family. Next is peers. Third is conditioning. Fourth is social adjustment functions. Fifth one is your direct instruction. Sixth one is modeling. Seventh one is satisfaction of wants. And the last one is of prejudice. So family, you people know that family is the most powerful source for information of attitude. The parents, siblings, they provide. An attitude developed by an individual, whether a positive or negative, from which family is what you say. The family is always a very responsible factor that influence a child's attitude. Next one is peers. As the individual develops, it comes in contact with outer world and peers in first place. Peers includes क्या होता है? The same age group friends, your neighbors, your classmates. Third क्या होता है? The child tries to internalize the attitude of these people. Third is conditioning. When we are conditioned, or we can say that adjusted to a certain setup of people's situation, we are influenced by that. If we have a good surrounding or good group of friends, then we are good. If we are not, then what we'll say will ruin our whole life. Next one is your direct instructions. Sometimes direct instructions can influence attitude formation. Just for example, I have given that somebody gives information about a hair dye or usefulness of some fruit. We develop an attitude that product is good. Now he is using, see how his skin is glowing. Now he is taking classes from Byju's. I will also take class from Byju's. Whether you understand or not, but you have to do. Why he is doing? How he is scoring good marks? Why? Papa, he is taking class from Byju's. आपने मुझे Byju's का class नहीं दिया, so I am not scored well. Next one is your modeling. This has been influential in developing attitude toward a wide range of issues from alcohol to various kind of dress, shoes, etc. वो brand पहना है. I also want this branded shoes. सब पार्टी में पापा गाउन पहन के जाएंगे. I also want gown. I don't want to wear this salwar suit. So what people do that influence. Next one is the satisfaction of wants. Individual develops favorable attitude towards those people and object which satisfy his wants, and unfavorable attitude towards those who do not satisfy. Prejudice. Prejudices are preconceived ideas or judgment where one develops some attitudes on other people, objects, etc. without proper information. Someone says, whoa, that doctor medicine doesn't work, please don't go. It may be some other factors, but we used to dislike that doctor. This teacher doesn't give good marks in practical if any student doesn't attend his or her class. No, that teacher is very strict. We have to attend. So without any proper information, what we have heard from someone, we make an assumption and from that we used to look. Next, human behavior.
What is the meaning of prejudice?
Prejudice. Pride, what do you mean by pride and prejudice? Have you heard this word?
Yes, ma'am.
Who has written this book, Pride and Prejudice? Prejudice?
I don't know.
Jane Austen.
William Shakespeare have written this book, Pride and Prejudice. So what is a prejudice? That means we used to dislike someone. Yeah, we doesn't trust someone without knowing a proper reason. एक विषय ना धारणा हम लोग एक बना लेते. We make an assumption by hearing from someone. Without reason, we used to dislike someone. We do not trust that person. There is nothing, any proper reason.
Okay, ma'am. I understand.
Like you can say misconception type we make of that person, of that thing that you used to dislike. Now, human behavior. As we are knowing that today's workshop is on entrepreneurship, skill, attitude, and behavior development. This is our last, that is behavioral development. How our human behavior develop? This again, this thing you can see, this cognitive factor, environmental factor, and behavioral factor. In cognitive factor, what is the expectation? We human always know that we have an expectation. If we do good to any people, if we help anyone, we have or we make in our mindset that we expect that हमको भी कभी जरूरत होगा, when the time will come, I need him, definitely he will help me. But he haven't promised you that you are making a favor to him that he will definitely help you. This is the thing, this cognitive factor, we have expectation, knowledge, and attitude. Next one is our environmental factor. क्या इसमें social norms, access in community, influence on others. अब है third one is our behavioral factor. इसमें क्या हो जाता है behavior, जो हम खुद अपना behavioral में क्या skills, practice, self efficacy. Now ये self efficacy क्या है? What do you mean by a self efficacy? Self का मतलब सभी को पता है. You all know self efficacy क्या है? How many of you have heard this word first time? This self efficacy. Three participant has raised your hand. This self efficacy. That is something that you have. The meaning of self efficacy is that something that you have a belief in your own capacity to execute some behaviors that are necessary to produce some kind of specific performance. अब self efficacy में क्या होता है? What it reflects? Your confidence. Your own confidence, your own motivation, your own behavior. ये होता है self efficacy. Someone is manipulating you. Or someone is giving you a very challenging type that you can't do. That time you have to develop your own self efficacy to that challenging situation to overcome. So what it develops? It develops your own belief, your confidence level. Now, there are three laws of human behavior. Number one is behavior tends to follow the status quo unless it is acted upon by a decrease in friction or increase in fuel. Next law, behavior is a function of the person and their environment. Third one, for every decision made, there are trade-offs and the potential for unintended consequences. Now, next we are coming to human behavior. ये हमारे human behavior के बारे में इतना कुछ पढ़ा. What is this human behavior? Now, this human behavior as an enterprise is generally concerned with the thoughts, feelings, emotions, and actions of the people working in it, and it's rightly said that the success of any enterprise primarily depends upon the efficiency and the effectiveness of the entrepreneur and the effectiveness of entrepreneurs depends primarily upon its human skills and how well he understands the needs and desires of the people working in the enterprise. If you are running a company, can you run that company without workers? And if your workers are not happy with you, will they work? Yes or no?
No, ma'am.
They need, yeah, all people need money. Yeah, the workers need money. If that money is not sufficient to fill their basic needs, to fulfill their basic needs, will they work for you? They will work, but from you, by if you think that they will be loyal to you, you cannot expect that. So always there is expectation, there is always a returning. Oh, my company is making profit and my manager is not giving us any benefits, extra benefits. They are just providing me the salary. So time to time when your company or any kind of startups, when you will start, you have to first see that are your workers are happy with you or not. See, they people are not, if we are working in your startups or in your companies, they're not be much more educated. तो उन लोग में क्या होता है, एक्सपेक्टेशन का रेशियो क्या हो जाता है और ज्यादा हो जाता है अपने मालिक से और मैनेजर से. Is it correct or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, what are the qualities to be a successful entrepreneur? Moderate risk-taking, hard work, accountability, educated in real sense, analytical mind, dynamic leadership, presence of mind, accommodative, courageous and tactful. You have to be very courageous and tactful because without this, you cannot run any kind of company or any business. maker of right decision, far-sighted, right perception of things, enjoy a simple life. अब मेरे पास पैसा आ गया, चलो उड़ाओ, घूमो, party करो. No, you have to always think that you have to enjoy your life in a very simple way. Initiative and investigative. You cannot make any kind of decision without investigation. Strong desire to succeed, innovation. Self-confidence, goal-setting, keen observation, sociable, loves works, loves new ideas, team builder, clear understanding, ability to conceptualize, make repeat customers. Once you make customers, try to maintain a good relationship with the customers. Always try to make them think that you are their family members. भाई आप हो ग्राहक ही देवता है. Customers all time active satisfaction, flexibility in time, resource management, creation of job opportunities, the number depending on the size of the available resource to the entrepreneur, healthy competition leading to higher product quality, availability of more goods and services, development of more industries, particularly in rural areas, development of entrepreneurial qualities and attitude. Why I mentioned here rural? Because when you will start up any kind of factories and companies in the rural areas, what is the easy availability? The easy availability of manpower is there. You will get some natural resources. So there will be easy availability of manpower. Without manpower, you cannot run any kind of companies. Now, emotions. हम लोग ह्यूमन बीइंग से चोट लगता है, दर्द होता है, गिफ्ट मिलता है, खुशी होता है. So emotions भी हमारा क्या होता है? दो होता है. एक नेगेटिव होता है and another is positive. अब पॉजिटिव इमोशंस क्या है? होप, प्राइड, एम्पैथी, हैप्पीनेस, लव, जॉय, फेथ. अब नेगेटिव क्या हो जाता है? डर, फियर, हेट, रिग्रेट, नीड, सैडनेस, शेम एंड एंगर. तो अगर एंटरप्रेन्योर बनना है तो पॉजिटिव होना है कि नेगेटिव होना है?
पॉजिटिव.
पॉजिटिव होना है. अगर नेगेटिव होंगे तो कभी एंटरप्रेन्योर बन सकते हैं? रिस्क टेकिंग कर सकते हैं?
नो मैम. नो मैम.
No. Yes. Now, what are the personal characteristics of a successful entrepreneur? Persistence, creative, responsible, and inquisitive. Inquisitive मतलब क्या होता है? Always have asking a question and seeking of answers. Why this happened? Why? How can I improve? Responsible. If someone is giving you any orders, you have to deliver that thing. You have to be responsible. Creative. You always have to be creative to look for new ideas, to increase your business, to enlarge your business group. Next one. What is it that? 5 ways to stay motivated. What are Aniket Kumar, please mute yourself. I'm just getting some background noise. Now, the 5 ways to stay motivated. How? देखो, अगर इंजीनियरिंग पढ़ के एंटरप्रेन्योर बनने का सोच रहे हो, नो पेरेंट विल सपोर्ट यू. इवन योर फैमिली मेंबर्स विल से इंजीनियर पढ़ के एंटरप्रेन्योर. अब उन लोगों को समझाना पड़ेगा, पापा मम्मी, if I want, we see this example, they will say they have money of their parents, you don't have. I am not going to give you a single penny to invest on this your entrepreneurship. How many of you think that your parents will agree that you will become an entrepreneur? They will give a positive reaction or negative reaction? Any one of you can say what will be the reaction if you want to? We will ask the papa, हम entrepreneurship, अपना business start करना चाहते हैं. How many of you think that your parents will agree? Please raise your hand. Okay, only two hands. Negative. Dharni Kumari, negative. Okay, Dharni, I will come to you. Dharni?
Positive.
Positive. Okay, Dharni, why negative? What will the reaction you think that your parents will give?
मैम पापा बोलेंगे सीधे कि इंजीनियरिंग करके फिर जॉब में जाना मतलब क्या ही कर रही हो.
Okay. अच्छा, जो positive बोला. Please come to that person who have told na positive.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Please give the explanation.
पापा चाहते हैं कि वो मैं उनके सामने ही रहूं हमेशा, ऐसे बाहर भेजना नहीं चाहते, इसीलिए वो हाँ बोल देंगे.
हाँ बोल देंगे. Very good. तो पापा इस बार जब बोलेंगे ना नेक्स्ट टाइम, जब पापा आई जस्ट वांट टू, जो नेगेटिव बोल रहे हैं जो पॉजिटिव बोल रहे हैं, दोनों के लिए हम बता रहे हैं. When your parents will say, when you will give them the idea that Papa, I just want to become an entrepreneur, or Mama, I just want to become an entrepreneur. तो अगर बोलेंगे कि being an engineer, why you want to become an entrepreneur? I'm giving you the 10 reasons. You will say that engineers are great innovators. Engineers can effectively tap into opportunities. Engineers are resilient. Engineers are excellent planners. Engineers are great team players. और इंजीनियर्स आर ट्रस्टवर्दी. हम आपका भी ट्रस्ट नहीं तोड़ेंगे, हम इंजीनियरिंग पढ़ेंगे, बट आई विल स्टार्ट माय ओन बिजनेस. दैट इंजीनियर्स आर ट्रस्टवर्दी, इंजीनियर्स आर रैशनल. ठीक है ना. द मेन थिंग इज दैट ट्रस्टवर्दी, किसी का ट्रस्ट नहीं तोड़ना है. नॉट योर पेरेंट्स, नॉट योर कस्टमर्स, नॉट एनीवन. एंड नेक्स्ट इज engineers are thirsty for knowledge, always they want to create something new. And the last one is that engineers have a strong technical understanding. Why? Technology is an engineer's strongest suit as the world charges towards more tech savvy. That means the future technical knowledge that becoming a prerequisite in most fields. Now business have also started. You can give some examples as earlier I have given you. Now we are coming to this end of this session. Now the thing to be an entrepreneur from this session, that 5 ways to stay motivated. You have to write your own goals. You have to write down why you must achieve it. Next is write down your purpose. Feed your mind with success. How you can feed your mind with success? By reading some books, reading some motivational types of biography of this entrepreneur of people. And next one is create a vision broad. You have to create always a vision very broad. Now, this is the one thing: I sacrifice, I work hard, I work smart, I am a professional, I am building my empire, I am the master of my destiny because I am an entrepreneur. So I think you have gained some knowledge from today's session. If anyone is having any question from your side, please ask. Have you liked this session or not? I just want to know from your side.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
You have liked this session?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Okay, for today's session, I'm ending my session over here only. Now I just want to know that from today your task is that you have to search from new kind of workshops with a little investment. And I just want to know from your side that how many of you this session want to become an entrepreneur. Okay, study भी करना है, छोटा मोटा business, some earning, some business ideas, just please do. It will definitely help you. Don't think that at the age of you 17, 18 can't.
Yes, ma'am. I am ready.
Okay, try to develop your skill. Okay, thank you all of you.
Thank
you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Yeah, I am just overing this session to Tanmoy sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, madam, for your wonderful lecture. So I think the students have very much enjoyed the session. So have you enjoyed the session, students?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So very good reaction from your side. So I thank you, Jaya Madam, once again for this wonderful session. So she has delivered. So the students, you are requested to fill up the feedback form. Okay, I have circulated a few times. So I'm also circulating for the last time. Okay, so kindly fill up this feedback form. Okay, so tell us, let us know that how we have experienced, and if you have any suggestions regarding the session, or if you feel that there should be some specific topics which you are interested in, so that we the ISSL members can think of providing that lecture to you, okay, in future, okay, very soon. Okay, so once again, thank you, madam, and thank you, students, for your participation. Okay, so with this vote of thanks, I want to end this session today. Okay, so all of you kindly fill up this feedback form, and those who have been disconnected due to maybe network failure or whatever, kindly share this link with your friends, okay, so that everyone can give the suggestions. Okay. Okay, so do you have any questions? I can see some raising hands. Okay, I think those are earlier. Okay, so thank you, students, then. So I'm ending the session with this. Okay, thank you.